Welcome back, Ragnar. Ragnar has some number. So with no level restrictions this time around, I'm gonna get to see things I don't usually see in this game. The hero has spells I don't think I've ever seen. I finished the game way before that level. We wandered back and forth for a while. Like an hour on turbo. You learned nothing, but that was fine. There's a wing of the wyvern to the west. Totally not working. Build his inventory. Could do without the wooden hat. That money. It's a series of short sessions as I stop grind here. So we get chapter 5. Be permitted to just get. I leave the tower a couple times because Ely died. Hailess soldier. With HP difference. They finished this scenario around like level 8 or 9. This is beautiful. Really has a good head bob. just funny here to remember your fallen comrades were without having hurt them in the first place. Orc Bat. Hello. Game is fantastic. Chivo time for this game. Kind of making a joke of this fight. Because why not? Oh, you had that ready to go. Dragon Quest monsters, is that Dragon Warrior Pokemon or is that Dragon Warrior from Minecraft? Slime and a couple children. The words that he didn't tell me. Give all the children back our friend of children. Oh, okay, that's cool. And it's Misty. Rid of the shoes. Didn't throw it away. First missable achievement. Well, there's one here that's missable. If you didn't recruit a Healy. First real missable one that I'm probably definitely going to miss is the mini medal. We have a long time to go. Log me in. Oh, okay. Well, I can fix that. Let's bring the game down a little. There. Game down. And that should do it. There we go. And I'm now actually logged into Retroachievements. It's me and my slime, let's go. Really impressed. $1,000? 2,000. 3,000. Yeah. I will need to beat Necrosaro at least 3 times, but otherwise, yeah. As long as I don't miss any of the mini-medals. There's a couple neat ones here. Like... mini-medals, there's... a bunch of treasure ones. We have to beat a King Metal Slime, so that'll have to happen. Okay, beat Necrosaro. Beat Necrosaro without the hero. Beat Necrosaro with only 2 people. Oh my goodness, that's great. I like that. Oh wait. May have forgotten to turn this on before. I thought I started Retroachievements, but then I even said out loud, it logged me out. Well, we're gonna miss one. I'll come back and grab that one later. Next. It's fine. In fact, we have this save. Let's go ahead and reset to show off how fast you really can do this. The new quests of and off we go. To do this real quick. Logged me out for whatever reason. The real journey, sorry, is here. This should take about 10 minutes. This is how we got Ragnar up to level 15. This grind actually works out perfect because you need to be nighttime. Talk to her. This guy could be like, yo, leave your man behind. I'm right here. Ma'am. Ma'am. Just enough number to sneak my way to the Sword of Malice, and then we have it in the back. With this hat, slimes can't hurt us. make a case for leaving Healy behind till you have the Sword of Malice and then going back for her. Nailed it. The sword's in the tower. Fighting your way to Healy can be dangerous. Yeah. But having Healy gives the enemy another target on the field to attack. I don't think I've ever used it as the AoE. Hi, Alex. Alright, bye, Alex. You made him in his human form in this one, too. Chapter 5. He's just hanging outside of Helion for whatever reason. Like, I'm Healy. Ragnar helped me. Please help, Ragnar. I do like that Dragon Warrior 4 had enough love to do that. You're redoing 1 and 3. When for 1 4? You have to grind anyway, so I don't think you need to rescue this guy. But why not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it this way. I never do it this way. Let's grab the sword first. Or the shoes first. Not that way. 7's such a bad game. There is no metric by which 7 is a decent game. It is absolutely awful, antagonistic to your time. And 10 hours before you get game mechanics? It's so bad. I mean, they made a DS version or something like that that was also supposedly streamlined a bunch of it. Like, we played through all of 7. It was It is bad. I lied. Alright, we're grabbing this stuff anyway. It's right here. Perfect. Nope. Wizard and a healer versus a knight and a healer. Goodbye. The streamlining was bad. The mechanic of was actually fairly reasonable, of learning skills and plowing your way through things. But taking so long to give you a fourth character, it really felt like the first game in a series. Hello, hello, Eternal. Oh, Ostrich Eternal. Retro Achievements logged me out as we finish Chapter 1, so we're just knocking out that Chivo real quick. This won't all be on Turbo. I haven't played 6. 5 is funny, I think, because 5 is the only one I could think of that doesn't require the hero. 5 takes a while to get going, though. I do like the Pokemon mechanics. The problem is, if you engage the Pokemon mechanics, you become far too over-leveled. It takes so long. Well, that's worst case scenario. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, you deserve that, Ragnar. How dare you sleep through getting your eyes plucked out over and over and over. Well, hopefully you're studying for something fun. Three is a pretty good game. There you go, Healy, you got your wish. You're humanoid. Just in death. Not end up needing the antidote herb. How about that? Almost there. Okay. so I want the half-plate armor. Either half-plate armor or a pocket of medical alert. Level 8 is pretty solid to do it. That's 100. That's another 100. So if I really want the half-plate armor, 400 smackers to grab. Alright, so this is what we did off-screen. Looks like I'm doing it on-screen, but just for way shorter time. For reference, it took that long to gain 200 bucks. The other file had 4,700 and an entire pockets full of half-plate armor. It took a bit. Bro, let me run from encounters to the boss. We'll just go for it. I didn't have the sound on when I was doing this. It really kind of... Alright, go mode. Do I have any herb? No herb. Here we go. Actually, it'd be funnier... Oh, okay, we can't leave. Actual boss fight. It depends entirely on what Healy does. And since it mainly only uses magic, the half-plate armor is unnecessary. A handful of herbs would have been more helpful. Healy doesn't seem to want to do his job. Enjoy the lurk. Oh, bye Healy. Now we trade blows till one of us falls. Nuts. Oh well. Hey. Healy, you're a human. You did it. This time with herbs. A lot of healers in here. If we end up in a situation like that again, Ragnar can help heal. I figure Elena will get through to probably up to the bazaar, where we'll then grind and cash. And it decides to let me through. Then we'll be playing some East. A whole new character. Hey, help me again. Anything to say about round 2? No. That was one thing Dragon Warrior 7 did, because the game was bad, but really bad. Like, there were multiple areas where you were not allowed to use spells, and every boss has blind. The bosses had other things they could say when you come back to the beginning. Really ganged up on Healy there. It's about as worse as it could have gone. Nope, alright. Place those medical herbs and back we go. Ragnar, save all the children. Sees Ragnar walk by, and sees Ragnar walk by again, and then again. Masking the grind. Very intense encounter, right? This time Healy sits on guard to not get dropped. Good. Exact change only. Ease. Rolled as high as he could hit to kill Healy. One shot. Over. They revived Healy for this part. How about that? What if you bring the children back to Berlin? Go talk to the king. I've never actually done this. Hey kid, hey, your highness, I found the children. We're ready for the celebration. Wait, what are you doing here with the sir? Can't buy Wings of Wyvern either. Alright, we'll be right back. This is a kingdom. They don't have anyone who could have delivered these children for me. Okay, you're welcome. Can't buy a Wing of Wyvern for me either. There. Did it. Reset. Well, long ago. never leave. That's all. Yes. Now this is Star Tropic Syndrome. You have to talk to everyone to proceed the plot. So as a kid playing this is one of the games that taught me how to read. I could tell from behind she's wearing like cape. I thought all of this, like her hair, I thought this was also the cape, and she had a really weird like collar on it. Like she's wearing a hat. Wearing like a beanie or a beret, and it just has a really large cloak. Oh, you thought she just had really, really long hair. With a singular hair tie. That's awesome. I know this. I live here. Now, do you think she purposefully kicked it broken the first time, or if she was just practicing her martial arts? Smashing the window open. Someone's cat got on the rafters. Did it. Escaped the castle. It's dangerous to go alone. Oh, goodness. Alright, old man, you're giving up your walking stick. One step. Oh, we want level 3 anyway, before we even start walking towards Temp. As a kid, I read that as Tempe. Probably Temp. I would say the big fault of this scenario is that none of these three are skilled at all. Tempe, Arizona. Gotta bring peace to Tempe. Bring peace to Arizona at all costs. It makes sense that Taloon starts at level 1. He's out of shape. He's a merchant. What experience does he have fighting? Ragnar is a soldier. Does it make sense for him to start at level 1? Elena has enough martial arts skill to kick open a door, kick open a wall. That is next. The litter. How they snuck a pun in is pretty great. Nara and Mara have been training to defeat Balzac. Ragnar's older. You would think he did. He does. He's just been a guard his whole life, never learned how to do anything, never passed basic training. That would be one of the few tweaks I made to the game. You can't get to Temp at level 1. Period. At least Ragnar's level 1 could get him all the way up to Izmit. Drawing a blank on what I wanted to buy here. Alright, there we go. Speaking of pork back fat, getting the itch to play Sui Koden again. I think I might actually go ahead and get the remasters. I haven't played 2. You were there when I played 1 and it was great. Oh, yeah, and this is why you won't make it there at level 1. All of that for 5 experience. I'll give you that 3rd level. armored dog. And that should be upper. No? I always have upper for this fight. Maybe upper's in the next level? I've never been able to figure out what this is. What's it supposed to be? I can see, like, eyes sticking out, like, claws, eyes. What is this? Is it sticking out of the trees? It's tearing a hole in the void? We're just looking at the ground and there's a goblin sitting there, so we're just punching it and stabbing this bundle of sticks. There's sap. That's something. Maybe one more. There's no weapon shop here. Right, not until after you do the thing. Right, this is where I get the boomerang usually. Okay, well, we'll mash the grind. We're gonna walk back, grab a copper sword for Christo, hand the club to Elena. That's the last weapon she'll probably have until the claw. Yeah, this scenario for me is usually club, copper sword, boomerang. Right now, she is just punching. By the time we walk there, get the sword, walk back, we'll be able to counter rate, like, be able to buy some armor as well. Go copper sword and a hat for Bray? A hat for Bray. Old man falls over in a stiff breeze. These crickets are tearing him up. Young man. Oh, that's a goblin. Good job, Elena. Much needed. 9 points. Thinking about it. Alright, we'll get level 4 on the way there. Alright, 10 damage now that she has a weapon. Ox. Boy. That's good. The drop rate in this game is really low. Just hand a medical or off so. You should have one. big would a worm have to be for you to consider it a threat? That you wouldn't just walk away from it? You're saying like the size of like a small dog? Get in the offering litter. This is where we put the young girls. Don't ever litter the litter. Yeah, I can see that. At that size, it could probably move fairly briskly. Dogs. Another sorrow. It's good. This little boss, while a little too soon into you starting at level 1, it has ways to have you use all of your moves. Joy, the breakfast. Only enough MP to cast heal like once. Awfully polite. Elena found nuts. Who's going to launch the... A new day began, but we did not rest for it. Always thought it was rude they don't give you a free heal there. Boomerang's still a ways away. Other armor is not. For our shopping list, we want a boomerang for Bray. So the golden bracelet is the next, like, plot point. It's a really tough area. Right, from here, I'm gonna switch over. We'll come back to Elena and friends at much higher level with a lot of number and money. Plow through the rest of this.